Good morning, guys. Welcome to a live session recording. Hopefully, it's not too long. Today, we have some pretty insane conditions you don't see too often. Insane. 7 a.m. candle is just ridiculous. We've taken major lows to the left on all indices, built some on the outside, like from far left, that is on the sense pretty random, but major lows taken to the left here. Huge bullish swing, clearing all of your internal targets to the left, building some to the highs here. Again, pretty irrelevant for now. But our major thing now is we want to see price build some liquidity. We have no story to be working with. We have nothing to trust. Anything in here would be false. Anything here wouldn't be great either because we wouldn't really have much to target. So we want to see some build up here and then potentially look for shorts. Gold, we had an idea. Again, similar move as well, huge bullish move, but then it built some liquidity to the left here and then had to move away. Just no model in this price action whatsoever. So now that we've cleared that internal area, we actually came for this high as well. This looks like a liquidity block. Again, everything to the lows is taken. So as far as buildup goes, we don't really have anything to target here either. So this might just go without us. Yeah, like we would need some sort of buildup here, and then this is liquidity here as well. So it's nothing's great. Nothing's great at all. As far as NQ goes, so it looks like we've taken some internal here. Yeah, guys, this is tricky. Like, it's definitely coming for all of this, right? No, it's a liquidity block. That's why I respected that. Came for this, moved away. Most likely gonna come all the way down to the lows now. This is god awful. NQ spikes low, has a reaction. Absolutely no short idea, obviously. We always think about our probabilities of what our model looks like. So, are we trying to go higher? We moved away. Any sort of trap here? Are we trusting this? No. Are we trusting this low? It's a hold? Not really. We have a little bit of an M1 liquidity here as well. That's going to be my base point for buyers to get trapped, and then for us to then look higher. Are we going short? We had the model away. Sorry, trap move away. Mamma mia! Really? Can't give me my line back, eh? Cool. So going short is probably more probable. We took all that internal to the left here, right? Took that little liquidity block, but we left this. This looks like liquidity as well to me. So would I take it off that? No. Why not? Because that would mean our target is all the way down here. We want to be targeting internal. We want to be targeting this stuff first, and then we get a long run push down. So what do we need to see? Well, we need to see a move away from this area. All we've done is print, go. This is not a liquidity block, right? We're not trusting this. It's taking lows as well. So we need to see buys take out highs, or take out something at least, and then we can take a model now that we've had a real liquidity block and we've had a sufficient build up to the target side, and then we can enter to target all this and then hopefully just keep trickling down. As far as buys go, off the tables, like we said, everything to the left is gone. Yes, we do have some targets here, but trusting anything here is just low probability. We would need to see this move trap out now that we have that sufficient liquidity, and then we can buy up. Let's see what gold's doing. So it's having a little bit of a bullish reaction now. Did we take that internal? We did not. So gold did not take this internal, which is good. Now that we're having that trap away, which is nice. See how high it wants to go. I am not going to short on the extreme here. I'm going to let it print a liquidity block, and then I'll sell that. I'll sell this down. It can still go long too as well. But the liquidity block could be formed literally here if it wanted to. Or it could literally just be that trap away, and then we're continuing lower. Yeah. This is lovely, guys. This is some lovely price action. Hope you can sense the sarcasm in my voice. Interesting. Damn, when was that from? April 20. Jeez. Almost a year ago. Alright, drawings on from a year ago. Look at that. Cleared that. Clear the major point. Huge bullish reaction, correction. Take out all these internal sellers. Do we just continue selling now? Or are we inducing buyers and trap the buyers and then hunt these now? Let's see that early candle. Ooh, took previous hourly high as well. Interesting. Okay. Now we're getting some bullish reactions here, which is good because now we want to see these sellers get taken out so we can at least have a chance to sell. I'm not trusting any liquidity blocks here. Nothing in this is trustworthy for a short. Lows went. Yeah, like this is all garbage. So excuse me. This is build up here as well. All these are targets. So we would want along, we would trust this. So now we would need to see some sort of buy entry here. Take out that, and then we can use that as a liquidity block. Target the highs and so on. It's not my favorite to do right now. It's against higher time frame. We've taken highs to the left, so going higher is lower probability. Doesn't need to come for this, even though we did build at a certain area. Oh god, excuse me. Gold. Are those equal highs? Those are equal highs. Alright, so gold had a little bit of a trap higher, which is nice to see. Nothing to trust shorts, obviously, of course. We're not going to take a low probability setup. So, everyone, get your journal out. Write down your checklist for the day. Well, it should be the same checklist every single day, but mine. We need a valid liquidity block, something that I can trust that price won't go lower or higher from, an area to support my stop loss. We need higher time frame and structure to be in our favor. Sometimes that is a little bit on the leeway side because it might be a short-term scalp, so that just makes it not an A++. We need a model and trap, which are the same thing, but a trap of the opposing liquidity that we're heading towards, which would then create our model to actually enter off. And we need build up and targets. Obviously higher time frame and lower time frame. Build up on the lower time frame, targets on the higher time frame. And then we also need to know, is the opposite forming? Is a buy or sell forming as we're trying to create the other? Meaning, are we wrong about our direction? Is something obviously wrong about our analysis right now? Interesting. Interesting indeed. This would be the buy here, guys, just saying. I don't love it. Took the high of this candle, come for the low of this candle, come for the build up. Target we left, which is right here. It's a 1 minute candle trap that we have taken. It's a low probability entry. I'd only be risking a little bit. I'm not even signed into my trade bait. So there's our entry, guys. Let's see if we were right or wrong. Be a 1 to 3.65 real quick in the morning. I already know I'm going to regret not taking this. It would be my short-term scalp for the day. We'd be done. And honestly, with this kind of rejection, I'd probably already trail my stop. So it'd already be like minimal risk. But actually, no, I wouldn't. I would do it after the high went. After this goes. This is going to be upset to watch this, guys. And also why I loved it was because of this. That right there. It built liquidity at this internal high. It's all good. It's all good. This is gonna be a passive day of learning, adjusting. We had a rough day on Friday, so my main goal today is just to manage my emotions. That's it. So the opposite forming. What else? Fuck, my head's all over the place now. Opposite forming. Oh my god, I can't even think. I can't even think properly right now. My brain's... Have we left target area? And okay with loss. I'm okay with losing this trade. Would I have been okay if this trade had lost? I would have been pretty upset because I would have known that that M1 trap isn't the greatest. You know, it's hard to trust that kind of stuff. So gold having to move away. We want shorts overall. I like that we built here, which is nice. Gives us a reason to head lower. We just need to see this move trap out. We need to see this take this, at least. At the least. And then we'll watch our NQ trade play out from the sidelines, unfortunately. There we go. Could enter. Not on NQ, that's for damn sure. Okay. Right on the pullback. Stops below the reduced risk where it would have been because it took the high, which I think is fair. Because I would have been reduced risk right now after taking the high here. I'm gonna go make my coffee, so we're gonna let this play out. I just wanna make sure it's in the right area too. Okay, and then also I should not leave without having a TP just in case. We are gonna close out full here because this is against higher time frame direction. That's a horrible fill, my goodness. Sell limit. One. Cool, that's that. All right. Let's see what it can do. I'll be right back. I think we made the right calls at least. Nonetheless, the idea was there, the model was produced, it did give us the liquidity that we needed. Okay, hesitating guys. Cheers. Always gotta cheers. Okay, we're starting to get that move finally now. Let's get this out of here. Let's get the real line going. This is gonna be my one and only trade for the day, without a doubt. Interesting. Forgot about that. This is great though. I like this style of trading because it's so precise. We've taken the highs and we sold off, right? And then what happened? We went higher, built at a high, and we have liquidity built from here as well. Like that could be a potential target as well, I'm not gonna lie. Price moved away. We have no liquidity to the left. We have nothing to trust here. The only liquidity we have is right here. So what happens? Price moved up and then moved away. So now we've induced sellers. Sellers are induced in this area here, all this. Again, is this a trustworthy liquidity block? No, it's not perfect because we still have fucking liquidity to the left. I understand that. But are we going short? We would have kept going short if we wanted to go short from this area. Trusting a short in this area after this is low probability. This now induces a reason for us to go buying. So we had a model, trapped, perfect spike, liquidity run, pullback. We entered on that pullback in a little bit of FOMO, which I'm not perfect, man. I was still doing my checklist, so we have to go through it. Was there a valid liquidity block? It's a trap away, a move away from our target area. That's my biggest thing, is did we trap and move away from our target area? Yes, liquidity block present here as well, here as well. Both are equal to me leaving the target area. So we have a valid liquidity block. Higher time frame structure, it structurally makes sense for this scalp. Lows taken, highs need to go. So structurally, yes. Higher time frame, no. We took all the highs to the left. We should not be looking for buys right now. So that's why this is going to be a short-term scalp. So half. Model and trap. We had a model and trap that wasn't the best. You know, it took the high of a candle. I don't love that. I'd rather it be something like this, where high taken, low taken, something like that. That's a little more probable in my eyes. So it's still there. It was present, just not perfect. The build up in targets, we had a whole range that we needed to target right here, right away. And then we have our target that we left. And then we also have some liquidity to the upside as well here. So build up in targets are there for sure. Have we left the target area? Yep, 100%. Was the opposite forming? No shorts were forming whatsoever. Shorts were off the cards in this entire price leg. Shorts are off the cards in this entire price leg. Till this high goes, no shorts are valid. 100%. And then, am I okay with this loss? That was the thing that I was upset about because of the model not being perfect. I was a little hesitant on taking this trade. And that's what made me hesitate, because it was like, if this loses, I'd be pretty upset because the liquidity block's not perfect and the model was not the cleanest, but it was nonetheless present, therefore making it worth a risk. Now, I had a tough week last week, so I was terrified to take a single trade that was bad, but here we are. We entered on a little bit of a FOMO entry on a pullback, but nonetheless, we're still in. It's not perfect, but it's trading. All I'm going to know is that level of reasoning that just broke down with you guys in live time, I did this 12 minutes after my entry. Not even the proper entry. Now that's wrong. I should have done that. As this liquidity block was printed, as this one was printed, created a low away. Now all I had to say to myself was, if a model presents after this, that is a clean buy target area to target the highs. The thing is that I even noticed that as I was literally talking out loud, talking about the checklist, you can go back, I was looking at it and I'm like, this looks good for a buy. Like, I just knew about it because I was like, oh, I'm going to miss this. I wasn't even ready. I wasn't even logged in on Tradevate. Like, that's not good. But let's not beat ourselves up. Trade's doing all right. It's going a little slow. That's okay. We don't expect huge volume today. Gold does finally come for the highs, so we've had that trap away. I would expect it to probably come take the high as well. It left the extreme, so I would expect a trap out from this. You can even argue a buy below here. It's not my favorite, but I'm gonna place it here just to see. I don't even like. Because then what do we have to the high to the left? Yeah, like, it's just nonsense, bro. These have, yeah, we have some targets, I guess you could say. That could work. We'll see. We'll just have that for fun there. This could pull back from here. This is a liquidity block in theory, right? But like my target's here. My target has to be here. Why? Well, that's where we left from. We left this on purpose, created our model. For me to trust my system, it has to go to here at least, till the very least. And then after that we can be, oh, I want to hold on or whatever. But yeah, I have to hold there, just per my system, 100%. This would make no sense for me to close early. I understand that it's a liquidity block. We probably spiked that perfectly, which we did. Yeah, spiked the last inducement high. This is a liquidity block right here. But per my system, it doesn't make sense to close up there. I'm expecting all this to be false reactions, and then therefore hitting our TP safely. Oh, I actually did put my sell limit there, funny enough. But that is my initial target here, but I put my sell limit there. Yeah, like rolling my stops to here. Would I go break even? Would I be break even right now? That's a good question. Would I go break even? Because this is supposed to be end of the trade. This is a like shooting for a home run, extra TP. Structurally, I don't think I should go break even until this high goes. Because what I would do if I had more than one contract on, I would have taken partials here, and then like majority off, and then held, and then gone break even. So what do we do? I guess we do that exactly. We don't worry about the loss because we can't account for that. We can only simply and only account for what we could do in real time, which was wish we entered on the correct entry, which was down here, and we would be fucking losing $40, $50 mostly, mainly. At most, I mean, fuck, can't speak English. Let's see what gold's doing. Ooh, got close. Oh, typical gold, bro. Typical gold. Girl. I can't fucking speak English. I'm not gonna take it, guys. I'm not gonna take it. We're leaving the extreme. I know we did build at least at this high right here, but like I don't know if I can handle 2 positions today, especially that's pretty low probability, especially on that one. That's me assuming, because this is literally a short area. Like this entire area is a valid short to the lows. I just wasn't going to take that because I don't enter on the move away from my target, right? I don't enter ever on, if we're targeting this area here, because we have liquidity here, built liquidity, moved away, I would never enter on this extreme move. I'd have to see this be as a valid liquidity block, right? And then I would trust the model if it printed here and then use this as a liquidity block. But in my eyes, we're probably just gonna go long. That's when I use my opposite forming. Checklist item is the opposite forming. Is there a short that I would trust? I wouldn't trust this short, therefore that's why my buy is probably a lot more probable. I love how I respected that little baby liquidity block though, that's funny. Typical gold actions, for real. So I like that we cleared the internal and then we just had that bullish move up. Now we're in the extreme of the sell, but it should be good. Like this should just be trickling higher. But now we're in this short area from this liquidity block, so we're gonna definitely get some reactions here. But I expect it to take control of where it really wants to go. I don't know what's there. I would be so happy just to be done after this. My brain is calm and collected and present. You know, if this loses, it is what it is. If it wins, it is what it is. But I don't know if I have the bandwidth to last an entire session today. I don't know if I have it. I would rather just go on about my day. I want to get back into my training regimen. I pulled my back, so my back's all fucked, and I just want to get back into my mobility training and just be aligned with my goals and my dreams. It's 10 a.m. right now too. Let's see some liquidity get pushed in. That'd be nice. We're in a very low probability sell area right now, so it should be trapping them out. Large reactions in this area are pretty low probability, especially because we already just induced the sellers. But guys, I'm gonna manually close it when it starts shooting up into here. I'm not handling a pullback today. My target's here. This is a gambling target. Not gambling target. It's a. I said home run last time, but it's more of a like a partial target. Because again, we could hold externally. You know, we could search for some highs. Boom. I'm so sorry. I forget I'm live sometimes. I have to worry about all of my actions. But nonetheless, like, I would never in my life complain about a 1 to 5 ever. So being like pushy about a 1 to 5 is pretty stupid in my opinion. Goldie gold. Look at she go. Look at she go, guys. Look at she go. Unfortunate in a sense of like, could have been cool to see this tap in and go, but like, it makes sense. That was a liquidity block. That's why it respected. It just took the low there. So now it's gonna take this. Yeah, knowing gold is just gonna do this, especially with this kind of stuff. That's exactly what it did here. It respected this area, moved away, and then no entry. Like, you barely justify an entry here. Maybe enter on that. Boom, liquidity block, go. That's actually not horrible. It's not horrible. Model, better entry there. Liquidity block to lows, target the highs. Actually not horrible. 1 to 3. And then just straight shot. And like, that's probably what's gonna happen here as well. But when we're in a trade, when we're in a trade, we get this price action. We get barcodes. We love barcodes, man. Barcodes are just chef's kiss. Chef's mother effing kiss. The brother Marco is doing giveaways and stuff. Let's see if he's doing it. If I don't make it today, that's fine. Let's hop in the live chat for a little bit. I'm just gonna mute it. Definitely have not done it yet. He's just definitely not taking a trade in this nonsense. He'd look at my trade and be like, bro, what's wrong with you? Sorry. He definitely would though. Okay, so now we have to be careful here. See, that's pretty sad. Right now we are up 2.3 R, but we're only up 1 R because of FOMO and just not being prepped. That's just how it went, right? That's what we did. That was our reality. I need to know, did we already spike this? I thought we did. We did not, of course. Of course we did not. Of course we didn't. Why would we have? We did on NQ though. Interesting. Lovely. So now we're getting that move away. Fantastic. Fantastic. I'll probably do this, not gonna lie. I'll probably do this just for today. Cause taking that low, it ain't too pretty for any of us, not gonna lie. Man, a straight shot there just like really could not happen, eh? Like again, shorts are just not probability, low probability. They're not in our favor. They're not trustworthy. They're nothing. So, again, this high should be break even. I'm not break even. I'm technically a other reduced risk, but it's pretty much break even. If it literally does this all the way down, then so be it. To be honest, so be it. It'll be a small loss in the day. Look at that, man. Yes. In my eyes, with this type of price action, I really thought we were just gonna get a straight shot. Not this. Because it literally is just the identical, just less condensed. That's it. So if we get a full, like, it just wants to take a random place. Damn it, dude. I'm gonna put my stop loss here, guys. I'm following the plan. I'm not changing the plan for this shit. I'm not a pussy. It's like $100 risk, bro. I don't give a fuck. We're not changing the plan, man. I would be very upset if it did some wacko shit, took me out, break even, and then not even break even, but like the break even of the original trade and then went. I'm not dealing with that. Not today, boys. I'm following the plan to the T, bro. I'm just being a plan trader. That's all I'm doing. All I'm doing. Nothing else. No deviations. Nothing. It's 10:06. Still relatively early, guys. What are they talking about? Again, conditions are horrible. I'm not expecting major anything at all. It's so hard to play my guitar at my chair. It doesn't fit. It just sits on my arm. There we go. That's better. All jittery from the coffee too. That's not good for my finger. I feel like PBD trading. Man, my C chord sucks. And my F is god awful. Don't listen to this, guys. I'm practicing. This is me. Man, my fingers are sweaty. What the hell's going on? Man, my C is... It sounds horrible, guys. I'm so sorry. Skip through this part, please. This is just for my mind to keep me away from even wondering or caring about the fluctuations, because it seriously is what it is. That's the beautiful part about trading, is just it is what it is. You did everything right though. So like, I FOMO'd and I entered late. Should have entered at the exact tick when I should have been prepped and ready. I should have had my checklist already done pre 9:30. And I should have been logged into my fucking account, probably. Yeah, that's about it. That's about it. Hey. Like, I have small fingers. And it still touches the other strings. Why do they all say that shit? Maybe it's not. I tuned it like 2 days ago. Remember, guys, we're still in that false reaction sell right now, so we're waiting for those real buys to kick in. Any day now would be great, but it doesn't need to happen. But any day now would be great. A-chord's pretty solid though. That sounds beautiful. Hold up. Oh, I had it. Let me try with a pick. It's so much easier to pick, my God. Change to the C effortlessly. Mountain is you. Yeah. Okay, that's good though. These. My hands are so sweaty. Let's go. It's working. All right, finally those sells were short term, and the buys are kicking in. Our analysis was somewhat correct. Just our execution was not perfect whatsoever. Always clean your stuff, guys. You want to keep care of all of your, expensive equipment and prized possessions and stuff that matters to you. And a lot of people think it's trivial, which means it's not as important. You don't need to clean your laptop every day. You don't need to clean your computer setup and all that. You don't need to do it because it's it's not disgusting. But it's more so about proper maintenance. If you just waited till you had gum infection to brush your teeth, I think it's a little too late. That doesn't need to go there. But yeah, I love Jordan Peterson because he speaks about how in order to change your life, you should start cleaning your room. And that just means bringing your focal point of attention towards the thing that you could prioritize at this moment. Every single one of you watching can literally go clean your room right now. It's not a difficult task. You need to learn how to do, study how to do, take 40 minutes, half an hour, 20 minutes even. 10 minutes to go properly tidy up your room. And it seems like, okay, now what? But it's like your brain is now put in a mode where I prioritize something that mattered to me, something that's going to benefit my future self, and something that I could literally accomplish. So you've now accomplished a goal, you've achieved something, even though it seems like nothing. But now you're in a state of abundance. You're in a state of receiving things that are better for you because you put actions forward. You invested in something that mattered to you. All of that is warped into targeting a goal, accomplishing it with, you know, incremental steps, and showing yourself overall that you're capable, like you're a person that can problem solve, accomplish goals, do all those things, and honestly do things that you don't want to do. Like that's a huge part of it as well. That part of your brain that says you don't really feel like doing this. If you prioritize that and you find things in your life that your brain automatically rejects, like we don't want to work on this, but then you actively do it anyway, that response and that like proper system that you're working on, what am I trying to say, like that activation of that part of the mind is so beneficial, because there's so many things that we don't want to do that we need to do. So if you practice in the small things, like cleaning your room, like, you know, flossing, like keep bringing up teeth, but like whatever it is, like small micro organizational tips or cleanliness or, you know, overall health, like if you can work on the baby steps, man, like your life compounds fast. And then you start to realize like, yo, I'm good at getting things done. So when I come to the trading system, trading market, I'm not gonna blow out all of my rules that I've already obviously worked on. I'm the individual that can accomplish things when I set my mind to it. And also, like, if I want to take a stupid trade and my brain doesn't know how to resist or even say no to bad things, or even like the things that I know I need to do, which is stay patient. I need to stay patient. That's what I need to do. But my brain obviously doesn't want to do it. We have to do it anyway. So that comes from that same process of cleaning a room when we don't want to, doing the small menial tasks in the day that we don't want to do. That reinforces your brain to say, there's things in life that we don't want to do, like staying patient in a market like this specifically. Be patient. Even though you know you don't want to, you know you have to. That's what we're talking about here. Okay, so it looks like we might hit it in the next minute or two, which means we have to manually exit upon seeing this high go, what it wants to do. It is there. It'd be awesome just to have it, right? Without me even being able to correct. But like, man, what I miss about Project X is like you would actually see it doing its thing. Right now it's just glitches. I have to focus on this. So we're about to spike it. Having a rejection here would be poopy, but we're talking about an extra, a decent chunk of change. Like it'd be an extra, it would be up to like 320 probably. Close to an extra $100 from here to there, which on 2 accounts is pretty good. So like I would want it. I would want to see it come up to here. It doesn't need to though, and we could have a fat rejection from here. So I might just be, you know, cautious and take it at the high. Just not even hit it. Just straight rejection from entering the extreme. That would suck. But we're gonna wait for it to. I for a second thought it closed automatically. I don't know why. I just saw it fade out and trip me out. Not loving the hesitation, man. Like, just get it over with. We know you want to do it. Rejections. As long as it didn't take this. If it took that, I don't even know how that would be physically possible to take that, but not that. But like, we know it's gonna keep giving sell rejections in all these areas. That's why when it does hesitate like this in a move that we're right about, it's eventually just gonna freaking, and like, I already know we're not gonna be a part of it today, but I'm not in a position right now to be taking some sort of hopeful trade like that today. I just want to be in and out with my system. That's it. That's all I want today, is just to do the right thing and be out of here correctly at the right time, at the right everything. Just everything to the plan, to the T, to the fucking bare minimum. Because I screwed that up on Friday, and I really just want to fucking just dial in my discipline today. That's it. That's all I want to focus on. So like, my smart brain should take it here, which would be like 260. But like, I want to see a push up. That is the one thing I will hold out on, is that initial liquidity push up. Just gotta make sure it doesn't take it on any either or, right? Like if it takes it on an NQ but not MNQ, some bullshit like that. Rejection here is definitely fucking possible, bro. It's definitely possible. It would suck, but it's definitely possible. And I unfortunately have to watch this because, fuck. Although, by the way, we've taken the high to the left, therefore, break even for sure. So we've got 230 is 112. There we go. This is it now. The last little rejection. I hate manually closing. It always fucking slips. Like it's always never perfect. Just gotta break out of this area, man. That's it. One strong bullish move. That's it. Alright, looks like we've cleared it. Sharp rejection would suck. So we're going to be careful here. I don't see a reason to close yet, guys. I don't see a reason to close yet. We're still pushing. We're still pushing. Don't want to be too greedy, but again, we have our target. We just don't want to handle a pullback today because it could reverse all the way back down. So the sad part about this is I don't have a number in my head. I don't want to have a number in my head. I want to trade according to the plan. So I'm either going to take it a little bit into that extra push like we're getting right now, and I call it even, and I just say, let's get out of here. My brain doesn't want to rely on, oh, I see 300 and then I get out. Like, fuck that. That's not a good way to trade at all. We're slowly pushing. It's never like this. It's usually a strong move, so it's hard to, because a pushback's like 210, 220. I don't want to deal with that. I'm out of here with a decent win. I'm getting the fuck out. Okay, we're gonna push. We're gonna push. Let's go. We're almost there. We're almost there. You know what we could do? That's a good plan. Let's do that. That was our target anyway. So if we get to the target here, great. If not, then we get what we got, and we're cool with that. We got that move, guys. We got the move. We got the move. I might close. Just to be safe, because what's an extra? Yeah, I'm out. Cool. I'm out. Beautiful. Okay. That extra distance means absolutely nothing to me. Could have rejections. Could dance around here for a while, and then eventually go up. Or it could just go right away. That small difference makes no difference to me. This was our intended target. This was the hopeful target, like we said. It wasn't a major difference. It's not like I had fucking 5 contracts running and it was like the major difference of like 2 extra R or some bullshit. You're literally talking about 4 or 4.5. And again, that's with full size. Okay. So that is the end of this trading session. I'm just gonna say it was pretty much where price is at right now. That was our exit. For how conditions were today, look at this, guys. This is garbage, but we played it perfectly. We understood the lower time frame story. We took in the narrative. We had a hesitation and FOMO just because we weren't prepped and ready, and that's something you guys saw live. Not perfect, but I got in anyway because I knew this pullback, staying below this, made complete sense, especially taking the high. I'm going reduce risk right away. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I'll be posting this on YouTube, as you guys are clearly on already. And yeah, hell yeah, this wasn't even an hour session. Let's go. Have a good one, guys. See you next time. Oh, and also, if you guys liked it, fucking comment subscribe, like, do all that stuff. Like, that's the no-brainer stuff. Come on, we know how we go. Cheers.